Good evening. Welcome to another Sunday stream and another DOSember stream, which I've got something lined up for you tonight, something I've not streamed before. These are the games from the 2024 July DOS Game Jam, of which I did enter, and I had an entry of my own, but I'm not going to be playing that one. I'm going to be playing some of the games that you see here. That were other people's entries, because I've got all year to play my own games for you. So unless I get through these a lot quicker than expected, in which case I will play my entry for this jam, which was Star Cadre Combat Class. I could play that all day long. But in case you're not aware, DOSember is the December-long event where lots of streamers play DOS games, and also something that I keep forgetting is a lot of YouTube creators will make videos about DOS machines and old IBM compatibles and things like that. So I'll give you the link to the DOSember website. The DOSember website tends to concentrate on the Twitch streamer side of things, because I think that's what they organise. I think they I don't think they've got much involvement, if any, in the YouTube side. So the link there takes you to the DOSember website, which will show you things like who the participants are, who's streaming right now. I should be on there right now, and also some merch. And recommended the merch. I'm currently drinking out of some of the merch, which is the DOSember mug with the cute little IBM PC personified on there. So yeah, let's get into the first game. And that is, well, the directory is called Demonic. I can't remember if the whole game is Demonic. I have played this once. And let's see if I can remember how the game is played. But one thing I should do is turn up the sound settings for MS-DOS. I think I already did this, that's fine. I switched it down in that last stream, because the stream before, because Inafuto's games were quite loud and keen with the beeping. And they had beeping tunes going through the whole game. So, but now I think I can get away with switching the sound back up again. So, as it says on the bottom there, this is made by Voxel for DOS Games July 2024 Jam. And this is like a little board game. Small, very elegant. Let's... right, I shall try and confine my mouse to the window. Yeah, there it is. So start game. So you've got a 5x5 grid, and maybe I should have reread the documentation to this. I know that you've got two different things you can do. You can move, leaving behind a step, and I think you can get rid of steps. So let's, right, I am the blue, I think. So if I select my piece and move there, no, maybe I drag. No. Or am I these? Okay, I'm the red ones. Let's move away from the enemy. Okay, so that is my... Oh, I get two moves, do I? No, I know what I do. I move and then I create a step. Yeah, that's it. So this time I will move you there and create a step behind me. The object of this game is to get up to I think the third level. So my move here would be, for instance, to go onto that step and put a step behind me. Ooh, clever. The computer has Chris's third step. So if I move there, oops, if I move there and add to that step, okay, that's fair enough. Right, now if I go here, oops, here and create a step there. Oh, that means nobody can go on top of there, I think. I think that's what that means. Okay, so I'm going to move there and I'm going to increase that to 2. Interesting. Right, I think what I'll do is I shall go, I think I can go onto there. Yep. I will make that 3 high. You're going to go across there and do something nasty, aren't you? I can tell. So I will go, oops. I think what I'll do is I'll move you there and put a step down there. Then I will move you there and put a step on there. Then I don't think I'm going to win this one. Not this easily anyway. Yeah, you put a thing on top of there. Now, I think I know what I can do here though. I can move you back there and put that there, and nobody can get on there this turn. So there we go. Now, I played this once before and I remember it being pretty easy, but it was a lot easier than that. My second game here was a lot more of a challenge, although I still won it. I think what we need, because I don't think we have difficulty levels. I don't think these are difficulty levels. I think these are just graphics. These are just like characters you can have. I'll have another game of this just to see, because I thought my first game was like ridiculously easy. This second game that I played on stream was somewhat more challenging, so I'll give it another try. Right, the computer moved first this time. I don't know what the significance of the colours is. Right, I think I'm better to move that there, and let's build this up. Well, thank you, that's very kind of you. Giving me somewhere to jump. Right, now if I move there and build that one up, you're going to plonk a statue on top of there. So I think I'll draw attention away. Right, so now I think I'll force the issue. I'll put you there, I'll build a step up there, and you're going to plonk a statue on there. That's fine. Right, for now, you can go there and I will build that up. Right, now I think what's going to happen soon is you're going to jump there, make something there, or maybe jump somewhere else and build that up. But I've got a couple of turns to play with, so I think what I'll do is I'll go onto there. Then you can go there and I'll build a step there. You're going to be... I'm surprised that you didn't do anything with that this turn. No, I'm not in fact, because there was already a statue on top of there. So I think what I'll do is I'll move there and put a step there. I think at any time this I can move there and stick a statue on there. So what I will do to forestall that is I will raise this one up. So you'll put a statue there. Then I will move back to there and raise this one up. And you are too far away to do anything about it. There we go, so that's another win. So yeah, this is quite easy to beat, but not entirely trivial. You can't just hop around at random and hope to win, I don't think. You do need to have some thought to what you're doing to keep the enemy away. So that's Demonic Foundations. They did mention in the documentation, the developer, that I think it was that the AI could do with a bit of improvements, or that the game could do with a bit of improvement. I think with a better AI that looked more moves ahead, I think this could be a really good game. At the moment, it's not that replayable because, as you can see, you see how easy I can beat it. I've not lost yet, but yeah, if you I'll free my mouse cursor. There we go. But if you with a bit of a better AI, I think it would be a well-recommended game. So that was the first one, Demonic Foundations. Let's see what else we have. That's the one that I know the most. Let's spend some time looking at Luna. I better see what the executable is actually called. It is called Luna. Oh, sweet Luna. Press any key to advance to the next page. There's a calmness to the night time. While the sun beats down in the summer months, the night and the light lunar lens, it doesn't need to push so hard. Before I go on, I shall do something that I should have done earlier in the stream. You can see the URL there on my screen, but it'll be a lot easier for you if you can just copy and paste this. And the reason I want to do this is I would like to look at the jam myself, because I notice here I don't even have the descriptions and things for the games. So, Oh Sweet Luna, that's what the game's called, Oh Sweet Luna. Let's have a look at the game and see what it says it is. Right, it's a short zine about the moon as an MS-DOS program. The download also includes standalone BMP images for viewing on modern systems. Right, so it's game in the loosest sense, I think. But we'll go through it anyway, because it's probably not very long. Okay, there's a calmness to the night time. While the sun beats down in the summer months, the night and the light lunar lens it doesn't need to push so hard. She knows subtlety and rest. Her tidal pulse shifts the oceans, a reminder to flow as fluid, and that the Earth's gravity isn't so inexorable. She calls out to me when I feel alone. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that this isn't a game in any sense of the word, actually, but that's fine. Let me just close the page so I can check out the stream again, make sure everything's going fine. Right, she calls out to me when I feel alone. I know feminine moon imagery might seem a little cliché and essentialist, but listen. I chose alchemy of the self and put the little green tablets under my tongue. And I do find myself forming a cycle like hers, even if it's new. Oops. She reflects the sun's light rather than making her own. I know what that's like. It felt like touching something that wasn't mine, like stealing, but now I see that it's only the start of making something new. I just noticed something looking at these images as well. They are built for a square aspect ratio, square pixels. Now, PCs in this resolution, 320 by 200, didn't have square pixels. And at the moment, I am emulating that properly. So I've got a proper 4:3 aspect ratio on this screen. I do this just in case I've got higher res VGA games running. And you can see there the moon is a bit stretched vertically, a bit egg-shaped. This isn't a criticism really, because my own games do that. I use 16 by 16 sprites, even though I know that they'll be stretched vertically if you emulate the machine properly. The reason I do that is partly simplicity, and partly because in the modern day, a lot of people will be playing with square pixels. That's the default DOSBox configuration in the old original DOSBox. But also I know I can get away with it because people play not only on that resolution, but also I've got a couple of real DOS machines, the only real DOS machines I have, that stretch the screen horizontally. One of them is this machine here, which I will open up just to show you, although my camera won't really help a lot. You can see here, I'll just wait until my stream catches up. You can see here that there's a very wide screen. Oops, I'm turning that utterly the wrong way for you to see it properly. There's a very wide screen on that. That's still 320 by 200 pixels. Will be stretched to fill that screen. So, thinking of the devices that most people are going to play games on, it's quite reasonable to think that they're either going to have square pixels or just something completely random. Where it falls down is when you emulate proper CGA and you're using circles. And if this is rectangular, I don't mean if the moon was rectangular, I mean if they were showing something rectangular instead, you wouldn't notice the stretching quite so much. Anyway, after that little digression, let's go back to the to Luna. So, did I read this screen? I'll read it again. She reflects the sun's light rather than making her own, and I know what that's like. It felt like touching something that wasn't mine, like stealing, but now I see that it's only the start of making something new. Sometimes I feel like she's the only one who understands me. I like that. I like the. It's not quite black and white. I can see a bit of colour there, but it's a very monochromatic image. I want to do rituals for her. Honestly, it's complicated being ripped away from spirituality by a confluence of social factors and having to find or make something myself. But I feel she won't judge me for needing to take my time. There are others like me. We're pitted and created by impacts, and we shine bright in the night, so at a certain point it's only natural to know her. I hardly need to tell you we love her as we love each other. There's more slides than I was thinking of this. I thought there were only about 7 images. Oh, and that's about right then. There were about 7, 8 images. So yeah, that was interesting. It wasn't. I thought it was a game when I did a download, and looked at the screenshots. I thought it was some kind of text adventure, but it's not. It's just a little read through. So that was pleasant. And I think as a stream, it's probably the only time I would look through something like that. So yeah, let's look at what's next. Maru. I don't think that's Mare Imperium. I think this is something else. Let's see what it is. Oh, is this that platform game? Oh, nice it is. Maru's Melancholy. I'll press space to start. It is a game, that's good. Right, I think what I'm going to do, because it's got continuous music, I shall switch it down. Bear with me. Yeah, that may have been way louder for you than me. But there we go, that's sorted. Right, so what's the jump key? What are the controls? Okay, I jump onto those things. Right, I need to know. Aha, control. Oh, and I can jump on those as well. I see every time I touch one of these things, new platforms appear. Right, you can just collect those as if they were things. I like the little firework effect. Oh. I should actually read what it's telling me as well. Can I look down at all? No, I can't look down. So I can see what's there. Oh, I can go down this way. Right, if I go down there now, I think I'm going to fall through all that. Yeah. Okay, I didn't die. But I think I did kind of ruin my chances at things. Okay, that was interesting. Let's see if there's a text file. I obviously... Oh, Marimella. just looking to see if there is a readme. No. So if you bear with me, I shall open up a new I'll just follow that link again. Let's go to the game jam. What was it called? Marimella's Melancholy. Let's go to the game page. Let's see if we have. Okay, this has got the runnable game. I'll just see. Yeah, my eyesight is terrible at the moment, so I need to zoom in. But I'll give you a URL so you can look at the page as well. I think this is what it's called. There we go, so you can have a look at it there. You can actually run it on the page there. So, arrow keys to move, control to jump, I figured that one out. Space to throw, pause, or retract boomerang. Okay. So it's a native DOS game, you'll need DOSBox to run it, or you can run it in the web page. I need to do that with my stuff on it. So let's close this for now, and let's run it again. And see if I can get a bit further. There doesn't appear to be a countdown timer, which is good. There's a count up timer, but as long as I don't run out of time, I should be okay. Right, so can I jump up as far as that? No, I can't. So let's grab this. Jump up onto there. Right, let's grab some of these things. Because I think they get me score. I don't think I can get the ones right at that edge, but let's get over there. Right, so there are two things here. I don't think I even got a chance to read what that said. Right, so that brings some text up down there, which is all very good, but I need something that's going to give me more platforms. Ah, there's a platform up there. Right, how do I get up there? Like this. There we go, some more text. Might as well just grab that H. I don't think actually I can grab that I, because I can reverse my jump. Speedruns, I got a chance to read that before it came back. Okay, so we've got more platforms down. Oh, more platforms all over the place. Oh, but I don't think I can get that H any longer. Oh, yes I can. I see the slightly lighter coloured ones look like they are, yeah, they disappear. But I don't like the look of those spiky things there, so I'm going to avoid them for now. Right, where did I put myself? I've lost myself. Oh, there I am. Right, I'm going to try jumping over this this spiky thing. Right, I've made something else. The spiky thing's got a score. Right. I'm going to have to try jumping either over this 6 to the left or over this 7 here. Do I get a penalty of some kind? Yes, I think I'm losing lives doing this. And I cannot jump as high as that. I think what I've got to do is go over there, at which point, yeah, I've lost a life. Oh, I managed to walk over that one, that's good. And I've got more things to collect up here. Come on, you can do it. Okay, maybe you can't do it then. But there we go, I gave himself a bit more horizontal movements. I can't get to that one, but I can go across here. Getting that 11 is going to be a challenge, but I shall go for some of these first. Oh, that's interesting. Try again. Right, I'm not going to try and get that 7 under there. Right, I can get to this 11, but I've got to be careful. Okay, try to get the 11 again. Okay, that just sits there doing that, so let's have a look and see. Okay, have I scuppered my own chances? Let's see if anything else has appeared somewhere where I can actually travel. Let's get some of these. Oh dear. That was interesting. I got a bit further the second time. Right. I do appreciate the unique chatter, but not what the unique chatter actually says. But at least that helps with my stats on such a small stream. It actually does help. Better make sure this tea doesn't go cold. Right, so I shall call it a day with that one then, because that one was good fun. But yeah, I'd have to concentrate a bit more to see if I could get any further. So what's the next one? Oh, Sector. I think this is a CGA game. It's a .com. It does have a lot of assets, all its 14 kilobytes. So, not in Doom territory. There we go, Sector Strike. Oh, now, was this one a Pac-Man type game? I'll move my mouse cursor out of the way. Let's see how this plays. Yes, this was a Pac-Man type game. Those things are still chasing me, so I don't think the big pellets I'm eating are... Oops, yeah, the big pellets I'm eating are definitely not the invulnerability things. And... Oops. I used to love Pac-Man. I can't say I was any good at it. Why is it just put everything back? I don't know. This is more challenging. I'm glad I didn't get... Well, this seems never ending actually. Unless I'm just like failing and having stuff put back. Oops, oh dear. Right, those corner things are spores, not power pills. And the big triangular pill things are, I've no idea what. So let's see if the website tells me. So let's go for set to strike. Game page. Let's magnify it up so I can see it at this distance. Collect all the dots in the maze. It'll fill up again. It'll fill up again with a new layout. You can pick up missiles to use against enemies that spawn in designated locations. Arrow keys to move, space to shoot. That's the bit that I was missing. It's not just a plain Pac-Man clone. The more dots you collect, the faster the game gets. It's apparently the third Pac-Man clone that they've made for the game, for a game jam. So now I know more about what I'm supposed to be doing. I should do this before I try each game, although it does help extend the length of time I'm playing the game if I just completely mess it up at first and then have to go back. Yeah, so those white things are missiles. The only trouble I can see with using the missiles is that, assuming you fire in the direction you're moving, you have to turn and face the enemies, and sometimes they're right up your backside. From the sound of it, although it's got CGI graphics, it seems to have something better than internal speaker sound. I can hear something a bit more interesting than internal speaker. I'm just finishing off the rest of my tea before I play anymore, because otherwise it's going to be cold. Because this is a game where I can't stop for a sip of tea. So let's have another go at this now that I've got more of an idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. I'll just close these web pages first. And if I take my mouse off the side of the screen, yes, it's still in focus. Oh, I get to put my name in. Do I get to fit my full name in? Hello, are you going to let me put my name in? No, it's not going to let me type anything. Oh dear. Oh, it lets me put a space in. Okay, that's all I can put in. Right, let's try. Right, so that works. Although in doing that, my coordination was not really good enough to do this. I should probably shoot a lot more, but it's difficult to get into a position to do so. Also, I need to see where it tells me how many missiles I have. Oh, it's at the bottom left there. And that's why it's a benefit that it actually restocks things. Oh, and the missiles go through the enemies so that one missile can actually shoot multiple. So that's an interesting development. You don't get much time to start off, do you? I know that's not where the pellets are, but oh dear. Game over. Yeah, that's an interesting take on the Pac-Man idea. Have I locked my mouse in there? Yes, I have. Yeah, it's an interesting take on the Pac-Man idea, having missiles to shoot at them. It makes it as different as something like, say, was it Ladybug? The one where you had the revolving doors. So yeah, it makes it something more interesting. But since I'm utterly useless at that, and I'm not going to get past this first stage, I think I shall stop that one there. And also, it does not let me... Oh, it's one of these pretend you don't have a keyboard things. Let's see how much of my name it'll let me put up here. This is painful. I used to hate these as a kid when I had a computer, even though it was a ZX Spectrum used to annoy me that the computer had a keyboard and the high score table didn't respond to it because they were trying to be like the arcades. I've got a feeling I'm going to get 8 characters to play with, but I might be wrong. Okay, going backwards didn't really help me. Yeah, I only get 8 characters. So, I'm tuning Alright, so that was good fun. Let's see what's next. I am getting through these at a rate of nuts, which means I probably am going to get to play, what's it called? Star Cadre combat class. So Sky Guard, what is Sky Guard? There's some of these I haven't played at all, and I just, oh, it's a shooting game. Oh, this is interesting. Do I get anything to shoot at? Is there a shoot key? No, there isn't. I'm just moving around, looking for things. It's a nicely procedurally generated landscape by the look of it. Now, I'll do what I should have done before starting the game. And I should go and have a look at the website, at the web page for this game. If I can find it. There it is. Let's have a look at this. Let's go to the main game page. Okay, so it's a game. It is a game. It claims to be a game. That's good. It's a game for the 2024 DOS Game Jam, being developed using an updated DOS build of Div or DIV Game Studio DX, built on the DIV2 release, or the Div2 release. I've not heard of this, so I don't know. And the project is a SNES Mode 7 style game of planetary defense. An Earth is enclosed in a protective shield. You are the ship tasked with defense and repair of the shield. It's a prototype. So this is a prototype, all that I could finish in my available time during the jam. You can navigate around the landscape with the arrow keys and watch a descending object that spawns at a random location when the game starts. End the game with all text. Okay, so it looks like there's not a full game here. It's just a little demo where you can fly around the landscape. So that's why I'm not seeing anything. But if this gets carried on and completed, looks like it could be good fun. It also looks like this is in the usual. Is it in the usual 320 by 200 mode, or is it in a higher resolution? I think it's in 320. It might even be one of those odd modes like 320 by 400 or something. Because I'm getting a higher resolution. When I look at the bottom here with this head-up display, this is looking like more than 320 by 200. Might be 640 by 480. So, yeah, it says all text to finish, because I think we've seen everything that's there so far. So let's see what else there is. Strewth, this is a full game. This is a ZZT game, I think. Let's look at the README. And I don't have anything installed in DOSBox to look at the README, I don't think I've got it, no. Type is probably going to be too much, but we'll just check it just in case. Yeah, that's not giving us anything useful, is it? So I look at it on the web page itself. Let's look at the game page. Let's zoom in. You can play this. Oh, you can play this on the web page itself. So I will put that in chat for you. There we go. And I shall just magnify the text so I can see it properly. Right. Strewth is a retro DOS game made with retro DOS tooling using the latest and greatest EGA text graphics. We will take. Oh, so it might not be ZZT actually. We'll take you to the world of classical murder mysteries. There's been a party and someone's been killed. Talk to the suspects, explore the large manor, and work out who did the murder and with what item. Strewth is inspired by an old DOS game from 1982, Sleuth, by Eric N. Miller. It started out as a throwaway joke idea, what if Sleuth, but localised with a more Aussie twang to the dialogue. Don't expect me to do the accent, by the way. It quickly became a rabbit hole of retro coding nostalgia for me using MS Quick Basic. Oh yeah, so definitely not ZZT then. This is a scratch built, properly coded, Quick Basic program. Officially completed as part of the DOS Games Jam, July 2024. And yeah, so if you visit that page, you can actually play it in the page. So I'll just return magnification to its normal setting. And let's give it a go. This sounds like something that I'm not going to play through very far because it sounds like it's quite an involved thing. Oh, excuse me. Very pretty. I'll move my mouse pointer out of the way. Is it wanting me to press space? Yes. Right, so how to play. Let's have a look at the instructions here. You're a famous detective assigned to investigate a murder at a house party attended by a number of the victim's friends and associates. One of them must be the murderer, but who? You'll need to find both the killer and determine what weapon they used. As a player, you will need to explore the mansion, find a way to inspect objects closely for clues, talk to the suspects and verify their alibis. Finally, gather the suspect and accuse the killer, bringing the murder weapon as evidence. Press any key to return to the main menu. Right, so we've got play. I'll just look and see what options we have. Palette, yeah, nah. Okay, what options do we have for palettes? Oh, default EGA. Oh goodness, whatever that is. No, thank you. Colorblind friendly. Interesting. Another colorblind friendly palette. This is interesting. Ooh. CGA fan. I am a CGA fan, but I do try and stay away from this palette as much as possible because too many games use this palette. Very green, I do like that one. But I'm going to, very orange for the Amber fans. I'm going to try and find the first palette, Detective Barbie. Yeah, no, that's the one that I'll stick with. Mouse look it off. I'm going to try playing this with the keyboard. Filter language for internet. I don't have an age requirement on my stream, so I am going to do that. Although it's not very Australian, I know, but it saves me having to check my settings and make sure that I've got over 18s on. So let's exit back to the thing, and now I get to play without any further procrastination. My name, is it? No, it's not going to be friendly with that. Let's see if I can focus. Right, so I've got Julie, Jason, Tones, Kevo, Davo, Shazza, Carly and Alba. I don't think I can improve upon that. Or we can randomise things, or we can clear. How do we actually just continue and play? Oh, I see. Just carry on going down there, and then eventually we highlight that, and we start. Oh, and it's rolling random numbers. Actually, I find it clearer looking at the OBS display than the actual DOS window. Right, so you enter a corridor, wooden floorboards creak under your feet, a pair of thongs are in the corner. A police constable stands by the door. Right, am I the little yellow face? Or if I move and that yellow face moves, then that is me. Yes, that is me. There's a blue face, I think, by the door. Ooh, talk. Okay, I don't know. I thought I was stood next to somebody. Good escape gets me out of that. Oh, one constable. Right, talk with constable. So, hello, Kuningstan, is it? I'm the constable assigned to help you. Bit of a mess, all this. Let me know if you need any help. I'm having trouble with the green on black there. I'll be watching the door here. If you manage to solve the murder, come to me and I'll help gather everyone up. Okay, that's great. Oh, and I get to ask questions as well. What happened? Well, all we know is Kevo was having a few mates over for a party. I told you I wasn't going to do the accents. It's going to be read in my own. The guests, they were hanging out here in the house, and then a few hours ago, somebody finds Kevo dead as a doornail. Oh, poor Kevo. That's when they called the police, and the superintendent called for you to come investigate the situation. Okay, so victim. Name's Kevo, the body's been left as is. We don't know what was used to do the deed, though. You'll need to figure it out if we want to be sure of a conviction. And the suspects. All the guests are accounted for. I keep anyone from leaving, let you do your job of interviewing each suspect, establish alibis and whatever else you need to do. And then I don't want to gather right now, so I'll go by and can't remember if they told me where Kevo was. So I shall just explore the mansion. Ooh. Leave the corridor, enter a dining room. The decor is quite fancy. A large mahogany dining table is in the centre of the room. There is a candlestick on the table. Jason is here. Right, I won't talk to Jason yet. I'm going to find Kevo and see. Oh, okay. I leave the dining room and return to the corridor. Yep. I'm going to see if I can find Kevo's body. So I leave the corridor again. I enter the servants' room. Small room is used for the staff to live in when they are not attending to their duties. Bunk bed provides a place to rest. There's a magnifying glass. Oh, that might be useful. A large wrench lies in the corner. I'm guessing that the Q is a magnifying glass. Okay, is it going to let me? So let's look and see if... Okay, the servants' quarters are small, but managed to cram in everything the staff would need for daily life. A bunk bed provides a place to rest. There is a magnifying glass here. A large wrench lies in the corner. Dawn is here. Right. Okay, that was look. Examine. Can I examine the magnifying glass? Yes. You examine the magnifying glass. It's a large magnifying glass. Perfect to closely examine objects with. You can use this to find the murder weapon. That's what I was thinking. Where's take? Oh, get. Let's have the magnifying glass. Yeah, I didn't know if it was wise to take it or whether it was something that was a piece of evidence. But obviously from the text I meant to take it and have a look at things with it. But I'm still looking for Kevo's body. You leave the corridor, you step into what must be the master bedroom. A small wooden bedside table is here. A large four-poster bed is against the wall, and in front of it is a thick rug, but no body. I'm actually going to make a beeline for those rooms that appear to have things in them. But possibly that red splodge, well, it's a hash sign, but the red splodge at the lower right might be what I'm looking for. But I'll check in here first. So I leave the corridor. An opulent ballroom lies before you. Seats line one side of the room with a large area for dancing in the centre. A gramophone stands in the corner. Oh, gramophone. I wonder when this was set. A fancy chandelier hangs from the ceiling. An orange cat is wandering around. Right, I think I'm going to head back to where I think the body might more likely be. Oh. I think I missed this, so I'm going to go back in here. Am I going to get the lounge? No, I have to use luck. The lounge is a perfect place to relax and wind with many comfortable seats and a thick carpet. There's a large leather sofa here. There's a fly swatter on the table. Tones is here. Right. So that's Tones, but what I'm actually looking for... like P for the fly swatter. Right, you leave the lounge, you enter a wood-panelled room that's dimly lit. Several tables and chairs are present, with various board games set upon them. Chessboard is built into a small table. The murder victim is here, and Albo is here. Right, so I am guessing... Yeah, okay. I don't need to be stood on top of them, actually, to examine. You examine the victim. They're definitely dead. I don't want to get the victim. Right, so that's where they are, and I was hoping that having the magnifying glass, or even without the magnifying glass, I was hoping I'd get some kind of clue. Oh, hi, Lost Wolf. Thank you very much for the raid. I'll just give you a shout out. Before I forget. Yeah, thanks for the raid. My name is Keeling Stan, for anybody who's come in with you that hasn't seen me before. And I am currently playing through some of the games of the DOS Game Jam from July 2024 on itch, for which I will give you a link so that you can go and look at some of these games for yourself. So one of my games was on there, and I might actually get around to playing it, but it wasn't my intention to play it. I'll play it last if I run out of time. But I don't think I'm going to run out of time now, because... Not run out of time, the opposite, have too much time. Because this is a game that will probably take me at least another full stream to complete by the look of it. So let's see... Yeah, this is Strewth. It's a Australian-themed murder mystery. It's not a ZZT game, despite appearances. It was written in Quick Basic, and it's quite impressive for a Quick Basic game, although I'm not playing it at XT speed. But it's far more responsive than my own Quick Basic games were back in the day. So I found the body. I've just found the body. That's this red splodge here. And I'm just wandering around looking at clues. It's probably all I'll get around to doing. Oh, there was somebody in there, wasn't there? Who was in there? Let's see who was in here. Gaming room, many games. Just all abilities to think. Albo's here, right? Let's start talking to people now that I have found the body. So let's talk to Albo. I talked to Albo, right. Oh, please get lost, not the flipping cops. Leave us alone. Why do you not call me? Let's ask for an alibi. Okay, it seems it'll let me ask it again. Let's see if that gives me anything. Oh, it did. Okay, I didn't kill Kevo. Don't know who done it, but I was having an argument, not with Kevo, with Julia, in the small study. Okay. It's odd that you want to hang around with Kevo's body, though. Let's examine this fly swatter, see if there's anything interesting about it. When I looked at the body, there was no indication of what was used to kill him. It didn't tell me about any injury or anything like that. So, for all I know, it could have been the fly swatter, if it's a particularly heavy fly swatter. So, it's a plain plastic implement used to attack flies. It's unlikely to be the murder weapon, as the victim is not a fly. That is, I like the humour in there. So who is here again? Jason is here. Right, so I can keep things straight. Let's go and find Julia. I don't think Julia was in the servants' room. Nobody is in whatever room this is. Oh, the master bedroom. Okay. So where am I now? A warm room full of clutter. Well stocked for musical entertainment of all kinds. An old upright piano is here. Oh, does it let me play the piano? Probably not. Examine the piano. Examine the upright piano. The piano is wooden and extremely heavy. Sheet music is stacked haphazardly on top. Interesting. I've got to remember before getting too distracted that I'm looking for Julia. Oops. Alright, I missed part of that description, but a mirrored medicine cabinet, I assume this is a bathroom then. Mirrored medicine cabinet is attached to the wall. A porcelain wash basin is built into a counter on the side of the room. A classic clawfoot bathtub is against the far wall. There's a paperweight here. Okay, there's nobody to talk to in here. There's people in here. Who's here? Right, you leave the corridor. This is the kitchen with many countertops and cupboards. A refrigerator makes a low hum. A sink for washing dishes is built into the counter. A frying pan hangs from a hook on the wall. A bottle of wine rests on the counter. Fruit bowl sits on the table. Julia is here. Right, well, let's talk to Julia about this argument she was having with whoever it was. Albo, I think it was. I don't actually think I need to be right up in her face like this to talk. Let me just check that. Yes, I can talk to Julia without being right in her face. And awkward. Oh, Julia's a bit unfriendly as well. Please get lost. Not the flipping cops. Leave us alone, won't you? This is silly. They're the ones that called the cops. It did tell me. I didn't like Kevo. Well, what were you doing in his house then? Why did you come? I didn't like Kevo, but that's no reason to kill him. I was having an argument. Not with Kevo, with Albo. In a small study. Okay, is there anything more about this? Okay, she told me already. She was having an argument. Okay. So that's all I'm going to get out of her. I'll play this for a few more minutes, because also, if you do want to play this, I don't really want to give things away. Although there does appear to be some randomization So it might be replayable. I think I've been in here before, but there was nobody in here. Is there anybody in here? Oh, what is this place anyway? Right, you leave the ballroom. At first I thought this was a bathroom because of the big blue thing there, but the candles provide soft lighting in the spa. It's the spa. Soft warm towels are piled up everywhere. A hot tub is in here. That's what the blue thing is. There is an amulet of Yendor here. Okay, can I examine the amulet of Yendor? You examine the amulet of Yendor. It's a mithril amulet of great power. Okay, I suppose I'd better look at the hot tub as well, but the amulet of Yendor is a lot more interesting. Oops. Examine hot tub. You examine the hot tub. The hot tub is filled and warm. Oh, there were things in here to look at as well. Let's examine the gramophone. You examine the gramophone. The gramophone looks old and dusty. There is no record on the turntable. Ooh, suspicious. So examine the chandelier. Chandelier is crystal glass that scatters light across the room. That's nice. And of course, I've got to examine the cat. You examine the cat. The cat is orange with a few white splotches. It greets you with a slow blink. Oh, that's nice. That means the cat trusts me. I was thinking, I wonder if the cat's the murderer, but since it gave me a slow blink, then no, the cat can't be the murderer. Oh, there's somebody here. Where am I anyway? I enter a small study. Ah, the small study where the argument was going on. Dust covers shelves that have not seen much use. The room has a plain wooden desk for writing on. A golf club leans against the wall. Kylie is here. Let's talk to Kylie. I've got to remember now, I don't need to get right up into her face. Is she going to tell me to get lost? Oh no, she's more friendly. Hello, you're that detective, aren't you? Kunigstan. They told us you were coming. Oh, that's good. So somebody who actually did want the police to turn up and investigate the murder of their friend. Can't help you with much, copper. I don't know anything about it. I was in the ballroom. Jason was there too. They can tell you. We spent the night talking, listening to some music and dancing. Ah, but there was no music on the turntable. Although there's probably no suspicion in that because they're not listening to it now, so they're maybe just conscientious and put the record away. So I know where Jason was. He was in that room with the whatever the letter I is representing over on the right. I think that was Jason. So let's go talk to Jason. Let's just make sure this is Jason. The dining room's comfortable. Oh, it's probably a vase on the table, that letter I. A thick carpet muffles your steps. A large mahogany dining table is in the centre of the room. There is a candlestick. Right, not a vase, it's a candlestick. So I wonder if a candlestick is the weapon. So first of all, I'll examine the candlestick. It's a heavy brass candlestick. You could do some damage with this. That's what I thought. So let's talk to Jason. Oh, Jason's friendly as well. So I wonder if each character in this game, I'll have to play it again a bit more to find out, but I wonder if each character's got a kind of disposition, because I've had two with the same friendly greeting, and then I've had two telling me to get lost. So that's the only things I've had, and then I've had the copper at the door. But in fact, I think I'll talk to a fifth person to see if there are more different kind of attitudes than that. Who gives a poop what any of us were up to? Well, I do, because I want to know which one of you were up to murder. You really want to know? Your nose a nuisance. So that they want the Maru's coming. The people at the party actually rang for us to come and investigate, and then they're being like this. So I didn't kill Kevo. Don't know who done it, but I was in the ballroom. Kylie was there too. Oh, that's who I talked to before. They can tell you. We spent the night talking, listening to some music, dancing. That's fine. So that's it. So I'll just talk to a third person who I haven't spoken to before and see if I get any more. Right, talk to Davo. Oh, he's another please get lost one. Right, so what were you doing then? Yeah, whatever. Didn't kill Kevo, but that's... I didn't like Kevo. That's no reason to kill him. Shazza and I were in the kitchen having a drink. So... yeah, it's odd that people turned up to Kevo's place, to Kevo's party, who didn't like him. It's not something I can imagine doing. Unless I'm induced to do so. But even then, it's something I would want to get out of. But yeah, that's enough of this one for now. Because I've got a couple more games to get through. So let's exit game. Yes. So that does look like a fun one. I will be coming back to that one, I'm sure. Also, my eyes are getting a bit tired for text games as well. I want big... oh, there's one game to get through, Tragedy. That's the Mare Imperium game, I think. And I did get stuck in that one the first time I tried it, but I may, hopefully, remember what I did wrong. I think I was stood a bit close or a bit too far away from something I was trying to examine. Okay, one of the other things I looked at has CWS DPMI. I don't think it was Strewth. Was it Skyguard? Yes. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was Set. I think it might have been Maru. Yes. So we'll run that, and then we'll run Tragedy. You should have supplied it with this because it is freely distributable. It's the memory manager that comes with what was it, DJGPP, the GNU-C port to DOS. Right, so IBM sound, AdLib sound. I think OPL. All right, so no Sound Blaster, so I'll go for AdLib sound. It's been so long, you don't even remember why. Every day they try to extract information, further frying your implants until... Come with me, I've cleared the way, but hurry, reinforcements are in the way. In the way? On the way, I assume. There's a transport coming. We need to reach... Ah! Right. Oh dear. So yeah, this is one of those 90-degree type exploration games. This is rather nice looking. And there is a version. There are versions for different platforms as well, I think. There might even be a CGA version of this, I'm not sure. But I've seen it ported to all sorts of things. Oh, I wonder how many of my former comrades are being held here. Perhaps our collective strength could be useful. Oh, I'm just aimlessly wandering at the moment. I think I've just gone through a door. Maybe. I thought I was heading towards a door. Unless I've gone through that and turned to the left, I don't know. But I was facing this way, so let's carry on going this way. battle. I hope I've got some kind of weapon. Excuse me. So let's attack. Oh, I've got my stupid mouse cursor in the way, haven't I? Let's attack. Okay, I'm not sure. Alright, Sergeant has got health 20. Lacko, is that me? Has health 50. Nothing seems to be changing. Okay, my health has gone down. The Sergeant's health is going down. Right, I think if I just carry on attacking like this, I think the Sergeant's going to die before I do. And then I can try and get some weapons. Health 7, health 6. What happens if I just defend instead? Nothing. Oh, the opposing something. I think I might have to slow DOSbox down for this. Oh, I'm at max 100%. Is it going to let me? Let's slow it down so that I can. I see it's stuck at max. That's odd. Let's try max 10%. Okay, it's not letting me move or anything now. So let's go max 50%. That's better. I like the way that it fades out things in the background, darkens it. It's actually quite a good effect. Let's just go wandering around. So I won the battle with that sergeant, but I didn't get to examine him or anything. I was hoping, actually, let me just go back, just in case. There's a body here. No, so I was hoping I could get weapons or loot of some kind. Right, let's go through another door. Oh, it's not letting me. What does it say? Access denied. Right. So there might be keys to find. This does look intriguing. It looks like it's something that I should be reading the documents for, so that I know what I'm doing and I'm not aimlessly wandering around. Ah, now this was low rank keycard. Now I think I'm going to have to look at the instructions just to see what the keys are to do things like take. So bear with me while I find. There it is. While I find the game page. There's the link. Zoom in a bit so I can see. So it's a work in progress, so let's give it some slack if there's a lack of detail and things. Okay, target for this game is the Game Boy Advance and 386 DOS machines. Right, so I can see why it might have been a bit quick with the messages when I was running in 100% mode. Right, controls for DOS. Z or enter, confirm or open actions menu. X is cancel, arrows is move. Oh, S and D are strafe left and right. So I'll keep that up there. And let's see what pick. Does pick mean take? Pick means take, so I now have the key card. Is there an inventory? No. Right, I can't use. Okay, I've got that. Okay, pressing left is what gets you out of a menu. I think the problem when I last played this is I stepped right onto the key card before I took it and it wouldn't let me take it then. So this may well let me through this door. Oh, yes, I had the key. Or did I actually get through the door, or is this just somebody on this side of the door? Let's find out. So, attack. That was good. I wonder if I follow an attack with a defend. I keep trying to use A and D for the keys. Okay, I got hit anyway. I have no prediction of when they're going to... let's try defending now. Attack. Okay, I'm doing reasonably well now. Okay, I got some... So, 2 attacks. I think it might be random when they... Oh, they defended then. That little bobbing motion, I think, is defending. Maybe. No, it wasn't, because they just attacked me then. Right, it looks like I've nearly killed them. Let's just do 1 defend, 1 attack. Victory! 1 kill. So if that's 1 kill, did I not kill that last one, or is this just 1 kill for this fight? Looking at the layout of the screen, there may be multiple enemies. Right, so did I actually go through that door then? It looks like it, because I'm facing that way with the door behind me. So do I still have the key card? Yes, I do. That's slightly confusing the way you get that animation, because it looks like I'm turning left, but I'm not, because I'm still looking at the same thing. This is interesting. Right, there's more doors. It's a door. I think that's a door there, yep. And this is just a wall. There's nothing to look at or do there. Let's see if I can get through this door. It's probably going to lead to another fight. Yes. And now, I think... Let's try run. I've never tried running before. This commander, I may or may not manage to beat them. Okay, let's try running again. Yes, I can run. That's good. And yeah, that was... This doesn't look like the place that I was just in. I wonder if I've run away from the whole chamber. The thing is, because the environment looks similar, which is not criticism, it's just a fact. When something like this happens, I'm really not sure where I am in relation to where I just was. Or have I actually come through the door and run away from the enemy, but I'm still through the door? It's interesting. I also see something different here, these red things. I wonder what they... You know, there's some kind of platform here. Is this a teleport platform? Let's use... I haven't tried to use my implants yet. I have no idea what they do. I can't use the something. Let's try that again. Use implants. You can't use it like this, okay. Oh, there's more things down here. I don't know, this looks like a Star Trek style teleporter, but I have no idea what it is or how to use it, so I shall just do a bit more exploring. And I think I'll spend the last 20 minutes of the stream I went back through the door. Ah, is this... Yes, this is the door that I went through. So when I had that last fight, I ran away, but didn't really run away. I was in the same place. I ran away from the battle, but not from the place I was standing. If I want to suspend disbelief, then maybe I ran away and then snuck back again when they'd gone, or wherever they were. So this is definitely something that if I was playing it seriously, I would want to map, because it's difficult to realise where you are compared to where you've been, and whether I'm looking at things I've looked at before. I do like this though. This is impressive. With the, and it's a standard sort of 90-degree dungeon crawler type thing. But the way it's drawing things and the way you can move around, you've got a bit of a finer resolution in your movement than you would in, say, an Eye of the Beholder type game. Because it looks like each one of these squares is about a metre or so, and you're moving at that resolution rather than other games where if I moved there, I would sort of, lunge forward a fair distance. So I'll just wander through another door. This is where I see, that was the door I just went in. So let's go back where I came from. I think this is the green keycard door. What's down there? Another door. Or was that the green keycard door? Because I remember this staircase going up. Yeah, it's a good looking game, but I'd actually like to try some of the other versions, especially if there's a Spectrum version. Right, here's where I got the keycard from. But I got the keycard and then went straight out. I didn't come and look what's here. And it appears there's nothing here, so that's fine. Yeah, so this is into 386. I'm sure that I didn't actually mean to go through that door, but I found something more interesting in here. Oh, elevator to go up. Oh, interesting. And if I strafe left, okay, well, let me strafe left. Level 2 to go down. I'm not sure whether I want to go up or down. What's this? Nothing. It's a map or something. If I go forwards, is that how to go up? No. Use. No. Oh, maybe if I pick that, that's how to make it. Okay, we can't pick it, so that's not unreasonable. How do we, let me just check for other keys. It's interesting, can I use it? Let's try that again, because I didn't catch what that said. Just keep doing it while I read a couple of characters at a time. Floor is on alarm, status, elevator halted, right, so I can't go up. Floor is on alarm status, possibly because of me. Oh, another battle. Let's just keep attacking until one of us dies. Now, I don't get the combat system with this. Right, I've got 2 kills. So the first sergeant that I encountered, I think it was sergeants, I obviously didn't kill them because this is my second kill. There's the, I find it confusing that you go through a door and despite the fact that you're moving like this kind of speed, I just stepped through that door and now I'm this far after that battle. Kind of confusing to me. Ooh, another interesting looking thing. Com Terminal 2, can I use the Com Terminal? You can't use it like this. What, do I need to get dressed more formally or something? I keep forgetting about the Strewth. Right, that was where I got the key card. I think I'm heading back towards where I started the game. I think this is the door where it said that I could rescue, I could use the help of my pals, none of whom I've actually found yet. Oh, there's a big drop there. I can't look down. Will it stop me? Yeah, it'll stop me jumping to my death. Oh, there's a thing down there. And there's another one down there, so maybe that's where the elevator takes me if I decide to go down. Or maybe there's another way down. Let's see what's in this far door here. A battle, that's what's here. And they have more health than I do, so I'm going to run. And that worked. Did I get through that door? Yes, and we passed the corridor. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so when you go through the door, it actually puts you some distance from the door. That's useful to know. Right, so... And this particular door... Oh, I see, it's when you go over that green line that it puts you in the next room. Oh, another interesting thing. Okay, my strafe isn't working. It's a strafe left. Isn't working. Interesting. Oops. I'm pressing W to go forward. A cell lock. Can I do anything with the cell lock? No, I can't use it like this. So that was, I can't remember the full name of it, let me just check on the webpage. Mare Imperium, Tragedy of the Uncanny. So I need to look into more of this, see what I'm supposed to be doing, and have another play, maybe start mapping this out. So that was interesting, so let's end the game. Oh, there is a help page. Gain access to the reactor, place the EMP device, which I don't know if that's the implant it talked about or not. And from a safe distance, activate it. Okay, that's interesting. And that's the help that you get. So at least that helps me know what I'm doing, but I presumably need to find the EMP device and all that good stuff. So let's go back to here. Do I have Star Cadre in here? I don't have Star Cadre in here. 2024 DOS Game Jam, and it's not in here. So bear with me, and I will download it probably for the umpteenth time from my own website. Because at the moment, my hard drive where I normally keep all this kind of thing is offline. Well, I had a hard drive crash about a month ago, and I have a replacement hard drive, but with various health things going on, Christmas and whatnot, I haven't had a chance to install the hard drive. So instead, I'm just re-downloading it. And that hard drive's got like all my DOS game archives, including my own stuff on there. So if I go cd ms-dos, I'm doing this in Linux by the way, not in DOS. Let's stick it in 2024 DOS Game Jam. So make directory sccc, and unzip. No, oh, I just downloaded the stupid Windows. That's strange. Oh, I see, right. Yeah, Chrome didn't want to let me download a zip file. Let's try this again. lowercase file names on the Linux system. Right now, back in... Oh, I didn't mean to click in the window. Let's get rid of the DOS window that I don't need now. And rescan because DOSBox doesn't know new things have appeared. Yeah, I'm annoyed about the hard drive crash. I think it was only a couple of years old. My first hard drive that I was given, somebody was kind enough to give me a 1 terabyte hard drive. This was at a time when 1 terabyte was like, that was the big size of it. If you wanted a big drive, then you go for a 1 terabyte. Somebody gave me one. And I attached that to my Raspberry Pi. I bought an external drive caddy for it, attached it to the Raspberry Pi, and that has lasted a decade, and it still kind of works. It works for about 20 minutes and then conks out. That allowed me to get quite a bit of data from that. The replacement drive conked out about a month ago and just completely dead. The Raspberry Pi doesn't recognise it, so I've now bought a third drive, which I've not got around to putting in the hard drive caddy. But I need to have a day when I'm feeling okay, because I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm a dialysis patient. I'm on dialysis 3 times a week, and the day after I'm usually a bit groggy. My eyesight is a bit funny as well, so I need to find a time when I'm actually in the mood, feeling well enough to start getting on my hands and knees behind the chair where I keep the Raspberry Pi and start messing about with hardware, swearing at the machine when it decides not to work and that kind of thing. I just haven't been in the mood for that for a while. Well, once I do have a backup, but it's an old backup. That drive is it's for my things like archives, so I don't need to back it up that often, and nearly everything on there is stuff that I can just get from the internet. It's going to be a pain, so I've got a backup from about July time. I don't keep my game development stuff on there. The one thing I did keep on there was my social media stuff. I tend to plan ahead entire threads to post on social media about, say, each of these games, and I'll plan it ahead. I'll post, for instance, I used to post about Iron Planet every Thursday, so I'd have about 12 posts queued up to post every Thursday, along with the images, the screenshots and things like that. And the most recent stuff for that disappeared, which is why I've not posted much on social media about the games. For the past month or so, I've just been posting bits and bobs and sort of more interacting with other people on social media. But I need to rebuild a bunch of threads for all the different games so that I can sort of, when it's time to post things on social media, I want to be able to effortlessly just go to today's post that I've prepared, post it up, attach the image, put some alt text there, post it to the 5 different social media that I'm using. Because I often post my social media stuff during my lunch hour at work, so I don't want to be taking time then composing new stuff. So yeah, I need to get time to sort the drive out. I need to get time to devise interesting threads of information about the games, which is going to be a weekend thing. And then I'll be back on social media. But yeah, I haven't had time to do these things then. So also that, just before the drive crash, I decided to move all of my DOS games, the installed versions, from the various computers I use. So I've got my bedside laptop, I've got a laptop downstairs, I've got this PC that I use, and I decided to put all of the DOS games over to that hard drive so that no matter what machine I was on, because that's like my networked hard drive, my file server, but no matter what machine I'm on, I've got access to my latest saves for all the games. And I'd just done that like days before the hard drive crashed. So look at that, I've got all the games. The backup that I did 6 months ago, 5 months ago, had all of the zip files I downloaded for all those games, so it was easy to get the games back again. But I did lose a couple of games with save files, including my Star Cadre game from, I think, the July launch, where I played a bit of the game, and then I thought, oh, I'll go back to this and finish the high score. Right, we're very quiet, and I think I can afford to be a bit louder on Star Cadre, because this music only happens on the title page. So let's press fire, which is space. So I don't know if you've seen this game. This was not my latest release. That was Pim's Daily Word Square Puzzle, but the release before that. And this, I play Pim's more than anything else because it's a daily game. But after that, I play this because it's all procedurally generated. It's quick missions of it probably takes about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour when I'm streaming it. There's 6 different mission types. This one's a retrieval mission, so I'm looking for a thing, a single MacGuffin, a data card. So I've got the standard set of people because I've just launched into a game straight after install. So I've got a medic who is armed with a knife and with a health kit. Medicine skill 4. So this medic is okay, but not the best. Let's move this medic to the side there. Also, let's have a quick look around the installation we're going in. So we've got a little room there. I think when there's a single data card like this, it will almost certainly not be it'll not be in there, not within sight of the entrance door, but it may be in any of the other things. Yeah, I played this quite a bit before launch and then at launch, but I haven't played it for about 5 months on stream, but I do play quite a bit on my own. I've installed it on my phone as well, so when I'm I've had quite a few medical appointments recently, and it's just nice to sit in a hospital waiting room and have something like this to play on my phone. So I'll be heading for this and this, but it may not be in any cabinet at all. It may be on the person of one of the enemies. So, and given that I'm moving into quite a large room, there is a good chance that an enemy patrol will come in this room. So I'll need to go into a defensive position, I think. So my scout is also only lightly armed, so let's see if there's anybody in this corridor. I'm going to creep. What's my stealth skill? Oh, it's 6, the maximum. So I'm almost certain to succeed creeping in there. Right, there's nobody in. Good luck with the cat. Yeah, there's nobody in this corridor. Let's just move. Yeah, I can't see anybody in the corridor. So I'm going to move the scout back out of here. And then let's go to the next unit. Cat wants to stay out all night. Right, I've got an auxiliary partner with light firearm skill of 6, which is good, but I don't want them to be in the front. I want them to have a shot at this door. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the next unit first. Soldier Geistery with heavy firearm of 5. I'm going to put the soldier out in front. Oh, excuse me. Right, well, they're already I wanted to leave them with 12 movement points so they could take 2 shots, but that ship has sailed. So let's move a little bit further in. Oh, pardon me. And I think what I'm going to do is go... Right, we're on the scout. No, the auxiliary rather. I'm going to move the auxiliary in this way and then down there. So that if somebody tries to come in either of these 2 doors, both of these units should have a shot at them. So let's see how this goes. Is somebody going to come in this room? No, it looks like nobody's coming in this room. And I don't think anybody was there in this corridor, but somebody might be in this room. And there's still a chance they'll come out of that corridor. So I think what I'm going to do is move my soldier and auxiliary further into the room. The soldier doesn't have many movement points. And again, I think I'm going to have to go and use up more of their movement points than I want to. And then let's select the auxiliary. See if I can get them over to that cabinet. I'm not expecting there to be the MacGuffin in this cabinet. No, but there is a health kit. I'm going to leave that there because this unit doesn't have medicine skill. However, do you have medicine skill? Yeah, you have medicine skill, but I prefer not to use the soldiers as medics because the weapon they're carrying needs both hands. So if they were to use the medikit, they'd have to keep it in the backpack and keep bringing it into their offhand to use, then putting it away. It's a bit awkward. So while I've got a proper medic, which is Pantsimi, who already has a medikit, they don't need the medikits. I'm just going to keep them as the medics, so I'm going to move them up. I'm going to keep you behind the soldier. And then the scout, I think what I'll do with the scout is I will... Oh, that's glad. I'm glad there was no cat battle to be had this evening. What do? Do you attempt to ring with food if she's reluctant? So let's... I think I'll creep in there just in case anybody's moved in there. No, nobody's moved in there. Right, I've got... Yeah, she'll start expecting it if you do that every time. Well, I've not had a cat of my own. I've looked after one for about 6 weeks. And generally, I did let him out. And he would be back. I'd just leave a window open and he'd be back sometime after dark usually. I think there's only once that he stayed out most of the night and I just left a window open for him. Right, let's creep through here. Right, there are 2 people in here. So I'll move back out. The confusing thing with that cat was that I was looking after him while his owner was between homes. They'd had to leave one home before the next one was ready. The next home they got was 2 doors away from me. They weren't my neighbour before, but became my neighbour afterwards. So we had quite a job convincing the cat that he no longer lived here, but lived 2 doors away. And he used to come by and visit quite a lot. Yeah, it's worrying when they stay out all night because they, and you don't know what's happened to them. I know that cat, about 2 years after he moved into his new home, he disappeared. We never found out what happened to him, but he could have either hitched a lift on a van or something going anywhere, or there's a cemetery opposite us with foxes in, and his owner thinks that maybe a fox got him. That's the only thing we can think of. That was 10 years ago, so, and he was about 4 years old, so I'd like to think that he hitched a ride on a van somewhere and has been living his best life with some other family for 10 years, but you just never know. So let's I'm wondering, should I... Oh, we're on easy mode here, because it starts on easy mode when you first install it. I'm wondering, should I go in there where I know what those units are? I think I should better just select them. So you have got a light firearm. You've got a knife. So only one person is going to fire at me if I poke my head through the door with somebody who doesn't have stealth. And given how well armoured this chap is... Oh, we're on... we've already moved these people, haven't we? So... Now that I think I'm going to leave this one there, just in case somebody pokes their head through this door. And I think I'm going to end turn there. And hope that these two in that room stay put. Oh, that was fortunate. So they didn't stay put in there. We've got one person. I think I'll use the auxiliary to check them. But first of all, let's deal with the person who rudely came through and stabbed, or tried to stab, Gaystery the soldier. Okay, shoot harder. Oh dear. Right, so that's not good. So there's still somebody with a gun in there, I believe. Unless they just happen to wander around here and come through there. I should have checked their names. Right, so I'll remember that Casey's is there, and you are... Brewer? Yeah, it looks like Brewer. So now that we haven't actually... Alright, I've got another unit to fire. Let's see if I can... Right, the way is blocked. So what I think I'll do is I'll move and move again. And attack. Oh, I moved the wrong unit. This is the medic. Medic doesn't want to be doing things like that. It's the auxiliary that wants to be fighting. That was nice and easy. Right, I think... Right, that's a soldier, that's right. This is who I want to select. The auxiliary has 14 health points left. I think what I'm going to do is send the auxiliary. Going to leave them there because it takes 6 points to fire. 6. It's these action points. So I'll leave them with 6 action points. So if somebody comes through the door during the computer turn, they can still do opportunity fire. And before I end the turn... Oh, I've got a medic right here in the fray, and I don't want the medic to be right here in the fray. I want the medic to be there. I don't think the stabber caused any damage to the soldier. No, 25 out of 25. And I just realised I'm slouching. I shall just check you out. Yep, you're 22 out of 22 health. There we go. Put an end to the slouching. Before I end turn, I will select Tiali the Scout. Quickly poke my head in the door again. Yeah, the person with the gun, that was Crowticer. That's probably one of the more tongue-twisted names that my name generator's come up with. So looks like they're just going to stand there, except because they will have heard the shot from this room. In fact, they'll have heard 2 shots from this room. They'll have heard the soldier and the auxiliary shooting at people. So they may well come out and investigate during the computer's turn. Let me just see if my soldier's left with enough. Right, my soldier isn't going to be able to fight back, so I think what I'm going to do is move my soldier out of the way. I'm not like truly out of the way, but there's a good chance that when this chap comes through, they're maybe going to shoot at this guy instead. They're not going to get much of a chance though, because as soon as I put the head through the door, my soldier will fire 1 shot off at them. So let's see what happens here. I assume they're going to come through the door. No, they're not. They don't care that the colleagues are getting shot to death. Okay, so the soldier is going to move here. Yep, soldier's going to get shot, but hasn't lost much health. Fire 1 shot off at Gaystory, and then all we can do is just 1 step out of here. Now, Jartner, I've got 2 things I can do with Jartner. I could go down there and shoot. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Well, another thing is I could check in here, but there is a good chance that there's more people in here. So let's go. I think what I'm going to do is move down here. I'll get 1 good shot off at them. Oh, cause no injury. Boo. Right, so move there, and because we're not going to get a shot, I'll do this. And then I suppose I could move this chap in and stab at them, but oops, that's not what I meant to do. Select that. Oh, they're well protected. I don't think the knife is going to get through that in any hurry. So I think what I've got to do is I'll move the medic there. Restore Gaystory to full health, and the medic can actually take 2 stabs at them if they come through the door, which they probably will now because we fired at them directly. And yeah, Tiali, the whatever it is, the scouts, can stay there because they're completely unarmoured. And then once I've killed whoever that was in that room, I can send the scout through to look and see what's in that cabinet. I'm playing this as if this is a hard mode game where people do get killed quite a lot. But in this mode, no, I didn't mean to do that, but it's probably good that I did that anyway. So Soldier Gaystory can step back 1 and get 2 shots. Oh, we only needed 1 shot, that's nice. So you, just in case somebody else is coming to this room, let's creep into there. Right, there's nobody else in the room. So move into there, open this. There's a spare knife, but there's no data card. I think I'll use the medic to just check these 2 bodies, see if either of them has the data card. You don't have the data card, but what I can take from you is 1 of these armour pieces to help protect the medic a bit better. And then let's go inventory again. And brother, who we shot, I think we shot dead, also doesn't have the data card. Right, now Jartner can check this body. Ooh, they had a big gun, but they didn't make much use of it. I've only got stealth 1 for Jartner, So this is unlikely to be successful, but we'll rely, there's about a 1 in 3 chance of successfully creeping, but there may not be anybody in the room. Let's see. There was nobody in the room. Right, I'm going to apply a cheat now. Well, it's not a cheat, it's something to get around an oversight in the user interface. Because I just crept, I'm now in creep mode. And opening this... Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Opening this cabinet won't take an extra point because inventory options don't take extra points when you're creeping. That's fine. Normally, if I were to say shoot or heal or free a hostage, it'd take 1 extra point because you're in creep mode. And what I often do, okay, there's no data card in there. What I often do to avoid wasting points like that is I will try and move into that wall. And it'll tell me I can't move into the wall, but because I use move rather than creep, it'll put me back into non-stealthy movement mode. Right, I think I will leave you there. So the data card wasn't in there, wasn't in there, wasn't in there. I don't think there are any more cabinets to head for. So it means that the data card is on the person of somebody who we haven't yet encountered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select what I hope is the soldier. Okay, you don't have enough movement points to get into this room and be ready to fire. So you are going to back out of this room. And I shall end the turn. Does mean if somebody goes into that room now, I won't see them. But let's select the scout again. Let's creep into there. Nope. Yeah, I'll show you that cheat here. If I go move mode now, then it says the way is blocked, but I'm no longer in stealth mode. I'm going to change this in future games. I think what I'm going to do is what I considered for this. Instead of having move and creep as like opposite modes of movement, what I'm going to do is have an option that takes you in or out of stealth mode without moving or doing anything. And that way you can go, it'll take longer to just creep one space like that, but you'll go into stealth mode, you'll move, which will do it in stealth mode. Maybe have an indicator somewhere on the screen to say you're moving stealthily or you're not moving stealthily. I think that will avoid the need to have this messy, try and walk into a wall just to get out of stealth mode. Right, so there's nobody in this room. I think what I'll do is I shall move the soldier into here, ready to fire in case anybody comes through either door. The medic will move there and is ready to stab at anybody there. The scouts, how many movement points do we have left? 21. We can actually go... I'd rather the scout was up here, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is it'd be nice to check this corridor and this corridor for people. It would also be nice to check this corridor as well, but yeah, I think I'm going to move the scout here. You can go into there because the pistol can fire at point blank range. So you can go in here. Alright, stepping over all those bodies took more movement points than I wanted. That's fine, they're reasonably safe. And we'll go enter. Yeah, some of these user interface decisions, you don't know whether you've made the right decision until you implement the game and play it quite a lot. And yeah, I didn't really come to the decision. I realised I'd made the wrong decision after the game was released. So let's go to the scout. Let's move there, and then let's creep there. And we have 2 people down here. One of them is a bit close for comfort to that door. So we can move non-stealthily out of the doorway. In fact, I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's creep through this door. And then we have to move a bit further into the corridor to check. Yeah, there's somebody there. So let's move back to safety. And let's have a look at some of these people. So the person in that corridor, they are armed with a laser rifle. They're going to be... Oh, I could have a nice way of getting at those. I could move the auxiliary up there and straight down there, and all that this rifleman will be able to do is punch, because the rifle can't fire at point blank range. On the other hand, let's see who these people are. You have a laser rifle, and you have, goodness me, lots of... I've just noticed that that second guy down there is called Dick. That is just coincidence. I don't have a list of ordinary names. But what my name generator does is I feed a load of words into it, which happen to be, I think, a database of names from the USA. And it stores away all the letter combinations of what follows what vowels and consonants go where. And it generates names like Rathera from there, where it will have got the R from names like Richard and Rachel, the A from names like Rachel. Can't think at the moment where the TH would have come from, but could have been Catherine or anything like that, and it'll stick them together in random ways, and only occasionally come up with familiar names. So, right, what do I want to do now? I think the best thing for me to do first is to do what I said, and we will move, we won't creep, we'll move you there. I could creep. There's no facing in this game, so it's abstracted. So if we successfully creep, it's unlikely we're going to manage it. Yeah. But all they could do was hit Jartner. So I'm going to use that cheat. I'm going to move into the wall, which means that now my 12 points will give me 2 shots, which weren't fatal, sadly. Right, now let's move this soldier, and I don't think they're going to get... What's going to happen is that this rifleman will punch me because we're at point blank range. Now I'm left with 12 action points. That's 2 shots. But if my thought was, now that they've wasted all their energy punching me, I can go up there and get a good shot in at them. But I don't think that's a good idea, because it's unlikely to kill them, and then they'll get clear shots at me next turn. And if I do kill them, then the rifleman behind will get good shots in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move back in here. When they come to follow me, I'll get 1 clear shot at them. My medic will get several stabs at them. What's their armour? Oh, they're fully armoured. So yeah, I think what I want to do is Right, your Scout's got no movement points left, so I think that's everything I'm going to do this turn. Let's see what comes of this. So that guy at the top will punch. Oh, somebody came from there. That's cheating. Right, so what are you? You're a rifleman. It may or may not be the same rifleman that was down there. Rathera, yes. I remember that name, so you must be the one who was down there. So let's check your health. 13 out of 25. Right. I think you should fire at you first. I think that was the wrong decision. I think you should have fired at you. Right. You need to... Okay, this was bad. This was not a good outcome. You've still got a lot of health, so I can fire... Yes! I can fire at them. Jana has a lot of strength, so... Let's see if I can... No, I was hoping for a helmet. So there's no helmet, but what I can do... I've got 13 points, so I can hopefully... move down there and get one clear shot in at Anya. Yay, shot Anya. So now, Daysteri should only have one enemy to contend with. And also, Daysteri is blocking the shot to the medic. That's good. So now, this chap here, where did I find the medic here? Was it in here? No, it was definitely in there, wasn't it? So it's too late to go and get it now. Let's go through here. Yeah, as I suspected, the enemy who was down there went around here. I don't think I can get close enough to stab him, and I don't really want to try because Tiali has no armour at the moment. We might be able to rectify that now. Yes, we can. Tiali has 5 strength, which means they can carry 3 things before being encumbered, and they are carrying 3 things. So... that's why now that they're well protected, I think what I can do is move in here. Okay, I can't move to stab the one with the name that I should remember because it was quite distinctive. Rathera. So I think maybe that's all I can move now. How many movement points do you got? Nothing. You used up the last of your movement points. So now we just have to see if the people in that room survive the onslaught of a laser rifle. Yes, and not much injury either. So the first thing I'll do with this medic is heal, 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 and no more points for healing. But we're at 92 health now with Daysteri. So let's try shooting again. This Rathera is really quite hard. I think what I'll do with you is try stabbing. Oh, that's brilliant. And now let's just check their inventory. Okay, they don't have the card. Did I check the inventory of these people here? Yes, I did. But I can't remember if I checked their inventory. So we'll check that now. Right, no, I did check their inventory. So, now should I go down here and try my luck in that room? I am going to actually, because time's moving on. So, okay. Oh, that was good. So move down there and check the inventory. Yay! They've got the card and the helmet. Oh, I've run out of action points, so I can't take the helmet this turn. So now is the time to clear out. So I think what I'm going to do is find the medic, send them through. Oh, they can't go anywhere at the moment. They can move down one. My idea is the medic's going to meet up with the auxiliary to heal the rest of the points. Also, the medic wants to heal the soldier. How is the scout? Right, the scout. Yeah, the scout doesn't need any healing, and they have a bunch of action points left. So I think we're done with the scout now. The scout can start heading to the exits. Did the soldier have any action points left? Yes, but we don't want to move too far away from the medic, so just move up there, and then we'll end the turn. So I think the auxiliary is actually going to come to the medic rather than the other way around. Oh, excuse me. Right, so you finish up healing. You can head out. Well, get the scout out first because they are closest to the door. There we are. And then the Stewie can also head towards the door, but they are quite slow, so they didn't get very far. And the most important crew member at the moment is the one carrying the data card, so we'll heal them. I don't have any more action points. Well, I don't have 6 more action points to heal, but I can move there. That means that you can move and then get healed a bit. So let's end turn. I don't think I've done this very quickly, so I'm not expecting a huge score. But if I can heal everybody up, I won't get penalised for lack of health. So you can go there. Let's get you out because you're the important one with the MacGuffin. And medic can follow up. Medic's quite slow. I'm hoping medic will be out in this next turn. So fingers crossed that nobody comes in to shoot at us because we're all out of action points to fire back. Right, so even if the medic doesn't make it, we've won the mission now. But the medic does make it to the door easily. So let's end the turn. Victory! 100% health, but only 41% speed. And there's a slight weighting towards speed in these missions. So that means we get 64%. It may be easy to improve on that. I think it's just a case of luck in these missions where you're just retrieving one thing, killing one person, rescuing one hostage. It's just luck of whether you manage to get through to them reasonably quickly as to whether your speed score is reasonable. So I could play this again at this level and try and get a better score on that. I was quite stingy with the allowance for speed. And what it does is, there's a certain number of turns, I think it's 5. If you manage to complete the mission in 5 turns, you'll get 100% score. But I wanted 100% score to be quite rare. So when I was designing the game, I thought, well, it's possible to get to do the mission in 5 turns, especially if you play less cautiously than I do. If you just rush your units right across the map to where you think the MacGuffin's going to be, without regard for self-protection, leaving enough action points to fire back in the computer and things like that, it's conceivable you could get across the whole map in a couple of turns, take the thing, get back in a couple of turns. But in actual gameplay, I found that rarely ever happens. I rarely get a score for speed much above 50%. So I could have done to be a bit less stingy in scoring these missions. The missions where I do get closer to 100% are the ones where you have to go and get multiple things, because I think I allowed either 10 or 12 turns for things like the gathering missions where you have to find and gather all of the MacGuffins, the rescue missions where you have to rescue multiple people. They were they're a bit more generous, and I tend to get more like sort of 60-70% speed scores there. So yeah, that's my first score since I made this installation of the game just now. You'll notice my average score is only 10% because it scores in all of these. It's to encourage you to try all the different missions, get a score in all of these before your average gets up to something reasonable. So yeah, that's the one game of Star Cadre that I intended to do. I don't want to do much on my own games this month because that's what I do in streams for the rest of the year, is play through my own stuff. So since it was one of the releases for this DOS Game Jam, I'd take another opportunity to show it off. So now it's that time. It's in fact half an hour past the time when I would normally raid out. So before I go, I'm just going to drop in a couple of links in the chat. So keep in here before you will know that that's my website where I have all my games. Yeah, it's been my pleasure. It's been fun showing off not just mine, but also some of the other games that were in the DOS Game Jam. And I shall copy that link as well. If you want to see the games that were released as part of the DOS Game Jam, not all of these were actually run under DOS. There were quite a few that just run in the web page, because games inspired by the era of DOS were also eligible, as were games that had the DOS aesthetic were also welcome, but I think at least half a dozen of the games to the DOS Jam were actual DOS games. And before I go, I will also paste the DOSember site's link, because I am going to make use of this myself to find who is streaming DOS. Now, there is somebody streaming. Sorry, my head's going to be bobbing around now, but I have to. Oh, in fact, I don't have to lean forward to see more of this. Let's see. Yeah, I can zoom in. So somebody's playing Lords of Law. Who's this? Nix242. There's Andrew Piper TV is playing Indiana Jones. Nico Riddles. I know the name Nico, but not Nico Riddles. Okay, League of Legends. Excuse me. Oh, I looked at a familiar game on the DOSember front page, and it's me, because I'm still streaming. Broken Sword from Wolfmaster 10. It's interesting. There is something I know. There's genre-esque. But I don't always want to stick to people I know. Excuse me. I think I'm going to I'm going to raid Nix242, who is playing Lands of Law. So if you stay with me for a minute, I will go to my outro screen, and in fact I shall initiate the raid first, then go to my outro screen. So here we go, and the raid has been created. That's good. So thank you very much for coming along. Thanks, Lost Wolf, for the raid, and I'm hoping to stream on Christmas Day because I'm not with family this Christmas. My brother just went into hospital, and because he was feeling quite under the weather for the past few weeks, we decided we weren't going to get together on Christmas Day. So that leaves me free to stream on Christmas Day, because I'm also not on dialysis Christmas Day either. So yeah, if you're at a loose end on 7 PM UK time Christmas Day, then I will be here streaming. So thank you very much for joining me, and I shall hope to see you then. Right, until next time, goodbye.